Hey everybody, Chuck here, Hillbilly Half Acre Homestead. First off, I want to say this is being filmed on Christmas Eve 2016, and just want to wish everyone out there a Merry Christmas, and hopefully you're looking forward to a very happy New Year as well. So again, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from our family to yours. Got some good news and some bad news to share. Many of you, if you're following our Facebook page, you already know most of it. This is Glow Stick, and Glow Stick is sporting a healthy, happy, energetic litter of 6 kits. We're in the house. This is one of my big carriers. It's a 20, well, not actually a 24 by 24. I think it ended up being 23 by 23, so it would fit inside this 24-inch dropping pan that we purchased from. See the little pan we purchased from Harbor Freight. Yeah, I got Harbor Freight on the brain, don't I? No, we actually purchased those, I believe, from either Tractor Supply or Orslin Farm and Home. Anyway, this past week leading up to Christmas, as many of you know, we had an Arctic blast or a polar vortex or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, we had some very frigid temperatures that we are, I don't know about your part of the country, but we're definitely not used to here in northeast Arkansas. And we lost a couple of litters. Mustang Sally once again gave birth to a litter of 8. Once we realized that, she gave birth to them, I believe the wind chill outside was 1 degree below zero. And what normally happens is they'll give birth to the babies. They'll kind of let them hang around in the nest a little bit and let them dry off a little bit, and then they'll go back and they'll pull more fur and cover them up. Well, when it's the actual temperature I think was 12 or 13, and the wind chill was, like I said, 1 degree below zero when these babies were born, and so probably within 5 or 10 minutes they were pretty much done. I did catch them. There was a few alive. We brought them in, warmed them up. 3 of them were alive, and I think actually lived overnight. The next night, though, we lost those 3 for whatever reason. Not real sure that they didn't get cold enough that they were, weak or not just as healthy as they should have been, or what have you, and eventually succumbed to being too cold. But we lost that litter of 8. Mustang Sally was taking care of them. She did pull fur for them. So we saw a complete turnaround, a complete change in Sally's attitude towards the kit, as opposed to what we've seen so far with her first 2 litters that she had with us, which she ignored completely. So we believe that it did have something to do with her location, or it did have something to do with she just didn't want to use the drop down nest box. She wasn't used to it. She had always used the standard. So we made some changes. We saw an improvement with Sally, but unfortunately the weather knocked us down again on Sally. So a couple of days later, Hershey as well had a litter. They didn't make it. That being said, the day that we lost Hershey's litter, Glow Stick here was due the very next day. And I remember I was sitting at my computer doing something, and Dana came in the door and said, "I'm not losing another litter." And I turned around and she had a little Glow Stick in her hand, and she gave her, this is the nest box that Sally was using. unfortunately, she don't need it anymore for a little while, so Glow Stick is going to borrow that, or has borrowed that. And gave her this big deal with a dropping pan, set her up here on this table. This light I just have here to kind of help you see her. This is not a heat light. In fact, that's not even an incandescent bulb. That's an LED bulb. So all it's doing is providing light. It's not providing any heat. So, that being said, like I said, this is Glow Stick. And anyway, you would have just had to have seen Dana. She came in. I'm not losing another litter. And she had Glow Stick, had brought her in the house, and I guess in retrospect, I guess it's a good thing she did, because that night at midnight or somewhere thereabouts, we realized that Glow Stick had babies 2 o'clock the next morning, or that night, I guess, because I hadn't been to sleep yet. I'm usually up. I stay up late quite a bit, but hadn't been asleep yet, and I think Dana had got up for whatever reason at night and noticed that they were in there. And I was lying in bed watching TV. I didn't realize that she had had them either. Well, got up and we all had to get up and take a look, and they were just as energetic and warm being the key. But many of you will remember we went to a rabbit show in Murfreesboro, Tennessee on September the 3rd. And Glow Stick, we ended up making a purchase of Glow Stick at that rabbit show and bringing her home with us. Get a hold of that little hair. Anyway, and Glow Stick had her first litter. It was unsuccessful. These babies are sired by our own Smitty, or Blacksmith, as you may have heard him called. Okay, so I don't want to make this video real long, because I would like to get this rendered and posted later today. So with no further ado, I'm going to move this. I'm going to scoot this light back a little bit. I just have it clipped to the wire on the side of the cage here. So we will see if we can show you some bunnies. I'm sorry this is so shaky. There's just no real good way that I can get up here with the tripod to hold this camera in the position that I need it in. Okay, there they are. See them? Focus, camera. I think it's focused. There it goes. I had to pull it back a little bit. That looks better. Okay. Chill out, Glow Stick. We're not bothering them. Oh, that wasn't it. The strap for my camera was hanging in her face and made her mad. Okay, there they are. Okay, we'll try to. Whoops, I bumped a little bunny's head. Chuck, watch what you're doing. These little guys might grow up to resent that. See the belly, the pink belly? That's an otter. That's a black otter. These will all be black or black otter. Well, I may as well go ahead and tell you, because I've already had these out of here several times. This is a little black. See the ears? See the difference in the ears and the belly? See its belly? That's a black. See inside the ears? No color. And on the belly, no color. That's an otter. That's how you can tell at birth. Okay, and the rest of these, it's hard for me to watch the screen. But like I said, there's 6 of them. Okay, there's 4 of them. There's 5. And 6. We don't know what we're going to have here, but we really, really, really hope that these guys, maybe, some of these guys might like to go to the show this spring. Who knows? We'll just see what they turn out to be. Way too soon. We're not going to put the cart before the horse, so to speak, here. Way too soon to be talking about a show. So I guess I may as well just stop that right now. But these guys are a couple days old now. I'm going to let them get a little bit more fur on. Uh-oh, one rolled out of the nest here. Let me grab it. Anyway, I'll start putting them back in. Hope I'm not making you drunk or sick moving this camera around like I am. Okay. Let all these guys roll back up in there. glow stick. We're very proud of her. Sure, we did bring her in the house, so she had a little help. But look at this nest she built. Look at all this fur she pulled. Look at that. And mini Rex, it's hard for them to find a lot of fur to pull because their fur isn't real long, and you know, it's pretty thick, but it isn't real long, so they have to pull a lot more fur to line a nest than say a lionhead or a New Zealand or a Netherland dwarf would because of their, you know, because of the difference in their fur. But she did a great job, and we're just so very proud of her. And I guess that's pretty much going to be the end of this video. Here's another shot of glow stick. Here, let me pull the light back. We're going to get out of here. Again, y'all have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Yes, I said Merry Christmas, not Happy Holidays. Merry Christmas it is here. Merry Christmas it will be here, and a Happy New Year. And as always, thanks for watching, and God bless.